I'm the outreach coordinator for the North Carolina Floodplain Mapping Program. The National Flood Insurance Program is a voluntary program. A community does not have to participate, but if they choose to, their citizens can buy flood insurance through the program. I'm working with the communities and with the property owners and with the realtors and the insurance agents trying to figure out what is the technical data that's reflected in the flood insurance studies and the flood insurance rate maps. What does that really mean to them from a layperson's point of view? So hopefully I can explain that to them without losing them. Yeah, I would say so. It depends on where you're talking about. You know, down east in the central part of the state where there's been flooding regularly, the property owners and the citizens and the communities recognize the benefits of the NFIP. They are very happy with what our program has done. Up in the mountains, where there hasn't been as much regularity of flooding, there's less of a certainty that our maps may be accurate, because our maps actually are showing that 1% annual chance in any given year flood, commonly referred to as the 100-year flood. And if it hasn't flooded in 90 years, and if they've got property owners that have lived on that land for, you know, their granddad and their great-granddad and all that stuff, and it's never flooded there, that's their experience. And I'm not going to tell them that their experience is wrong. I am going to say that statistically, it does. This is the area where there would be that type of inundation based on the amount of water that funnels to that point and the amount of restrictions to flow that bridges and culverts and other types of impediments to flow would cause that water to rise. When the program got started, the goal was to get rid of those approximate A zones and provide base flood elevations. A lot of the western states maps at that point in time could be 20, 25, 30 years old. A lot of things change in terms of conditions for flow during that time. And so when we were able to provide them with base flood elevations and also provide them with maps that have aerial imagery, and we can see this is the special flood hazard area in this blue stippled pattern, and you can see where the wood line is and you can see where buildings are, it just makes their life a whole lot easier. Because we've been very successful with mapping all 100 counties in 10 years with new effective data. Base flood elevations where there previously were none. We're in the process now of going back through the state, because FEMA's goal is to have these maps current every 5 years. So once the map is effective for floodplain management insurance rating purposes, conditions will change. Development occurs above properties and communities that will affect how fast water gets down to them. Also, flooding events, tropical systems, etc., may change the riverbed of a stream. It's a dynamic system, and flooding does not stay static. It will usually increase over time, so it's important for us to go back and meet with communities, which we have done. We have already released the first 8 counties with their new updated maps. And we're now getting ready to start releasing in the next year probably another 20 counties fully digital data. We're moving away from hard copy maps, providing them with a geodatabase with all of the information that they need in a digital format so that they can start finding out not only where that special flood hazard area is, but to the nearest 1/10 of a foot, which is what they're supposed to regulate development to, anywhere within that special flood hazard area with just a point and a click of the mouse on the internet. So that's going to make everyone's life so much easier.